Hey, this is Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, and this is SSJ Goshen 4. Her figures are over 9,000!
Hey guys, this is S Goshen 4 here, back again with a new video for you guys, and today I am with Elise Baughman.
Hey everybody!
The voice of Pan.
Pan from Dragon Ball GT, yes.
And I know a lot of you guys are like, wow, you're finally with her. Yes, I am, in person. About time.
Yes, we were so excited to meet because we have been talking online for almost a year.
I know.
And we've talked on the phone. So here we are, and we finally got to meet in person. Yes. I was so excited.
I know. Trust me, I am still excited right now. So I got some questions for you from the Goshen Force, which is my viewers.
Yes.
And they wanted me to ask you specific questions.
Awesome. Can't wait. Okay.
And let's just get started with it.
Let's do it.
The first question is, how did you get started into voice acting?
Oh, okay. I love this one. So I was doing on-camera acting first and really wanted to do voice acting and was doing an improv troupe. So I was performing on the weekends, and there was one time where I went to eat with my fellow troupe members, and Mike McFarland was there. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you know Mike McFarland.
Roshi,
yes.
He does a lot of them.
Yeah. And he was a director at the time. And so I was like, how can I get into an anime audition? Like, how can I audition for this? And so Mike told me how I could get an audition. I got an audition, and guess what it was for? It was for Pan.
Right here.
For Pan. I know, I love that she's in this. And so I booked it, and that's actually the first anime role that I booked. So it kind of launched me into other things.
Wow.
And then it's really how I got started into voice acting as well. And so when I've talked about this before, I said, you know, I love Dragon Ball GT. I love the role of Pan. And then I have a sentimental attachment as well, because it kind of got me started into all the other voice acting that I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I got started.
Yeah, like usually your first is like what's really memorable to you and everything. So
yeah, so Pan I'm very attached to for multiple reasons, of course.
yeah, and a lot of people are. So
yeah.
Second is, how did you get the role of Pan?
The role of Pan, so it was the audition,
Yeah.
but I kind of have a funny story with that. In addition to that, so I finally got the audition, and then I got really sick, and I felt awful when I actually got the audition, but I was like, I am going to the audition. I desperately wanted to get into anime, and so when I went, I kind of had this rasp to my voice when I auditioned, and I normally don't, as you can tell. And so I booked it. And then when I booked the job, I showed up and the rasp was completely gone. And so I was a little nervous, like, okay, are they going to keep me because the rasp is gone? So it was really a few episodes into recording for Pan that I went, oh, okay, they're going to keep me, because I wondered if I was going to get dropped.
Right.
And then, you know, many episodes later, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm still Pan. I get to keep my job.
That's awesome. That's like that's a kind of an interesting story, because you were like, I think, didn't you say like you almost weren't sure if you were going to do it, but then you were like, I have to make this. I have to make this audition.
I have to, because you know, I can't remember what I had. I just remember I felt so bad. And you know, if you've got something that is like the flu or a bad cold, you just don't feel like doing anything.
Right.
But I went, okay, I'm going to do this. I am going to be there no matter what. And thank goodness I did. I mean, what if my life would have been so different if I hadn't have gone to that audition.
Exactly. So it was a great choice that you did.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad I did that.
Moving on.
Yeah.
What was the most difficult part about doing the voice of Pan?
So I have to say, I don't look back and consider it difficult. Probably the only thing that was a challenge, there were a couple of sessions that were really long. I don't think they even do those anymore, but trying to think of my longest session, because you know, when there were fighting scenes and a lot of if you do that for long periods, it can strain the voice. But that would really be the only challenge. I mean, everything else to me was just fun. I would have those moments of, I'm like standing in a recording booth and I'm getting to do anime and I'm getting to be the voice of Pan. So I don't know, I really don't consider it difficult. I consider it kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
Something that you love. So.
Something I love doing. So even when it's strange your voice a little bit, you're still like, I'm doing Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a great way to look at it, actually. So what inspired the voice of Pan?
It's interesting because did we say this? We're at Savannah Animazing Con.
Oh, yes, we are. That's
yes,
where
we
are.
are. And believe it or not, I've never been asked that question until we were on a panel yesterday. You would think some questions you get asked over and over, and no one had asked me that. But when I found that voice, it was at the audition. We got to see the character. And to kind of get into that character voice, I just thought of me when I was younger because I played a lot of sports. And so I saw her, I knew she was a fighter and spunky and like, and I was very determined and very competitive as a young child early on. So that's kind of where I got the personality, and then you kind of get the physicality and the stance and the And so I think from that, and she was younger, so I raised my voice a little bit and kind of like, Grandpa, yeah. And then as I tell, like my catchphrase to get into her voice is cheeseburgers, fries, and blueberry pies. So you kind of put all that together, and that's where I came up with the voice.
Yeah, and you said that they show you like how the character looks like before you do the voice?
Sometimes, like when I auditioned for Pan, I did get to see the character. There are times where I audition now and you don't always get to see the character, so it kind of depends. To me, it helps to see the character, but you don't always get to see the character. But I did for Pan, so I liked that I got to see
so
Pan.
You get kind of like a sense of how they are just through the image.
Yeah, you get a visual, you get, at that time I went into the studio, I went into Funimation to audition, so the director got to describe Pan a little bit, and so that helped. To me, the more information you get, if you get a visual and you get a description and you get a little understanding of the show, that helps. So sometimes now, like I recently went into Funimation and auditioned, but I also do a lot of auditions from home where I don't get as much information. So it kind of depends how they decide to do it with shows.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't really know all of that either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's new for me.
Oh, cool.
What do you do to get into the character? And you kind of already said a little bit of that, right?
Yeah, when I'm trying to get into the character vocally, it is the cheeseburgers, fries, and blueberry pies. And now it's funny, I have a lot of people who know that I do that, and it's kind of become a joke where I got an email before I came from a friend of mine, and he was like, well, while you're there, are you gonna eat some cheeseburgers, fries, and blueberry pies? But then the physicality of her too, like I think I stand a little different, and especially for fight scenes, and I always, when I was doing the yas, I would kick, and I accidentally kicked a wall and kicked a mic stand one time, and so I definitely bring the physical part of it into her character as well.
Yeah, I can imagine like when you're doing voices, like you kind of have to do some kind of action when you're doing those kind of sounds and stuff.
I feel like you have to. I think it helps.
I feel like it definitely should.
I think so.
Do you have a favorite scene or line involving Pan?
That's probably my favorite line because I've said it so many times.
Any
favorite
scene in
scene?
particular?
I think when she fought Baby. I liked that one.
I can't stand what you are, baby! All you do is hate and hurt!
Pan, please! Get away!
You took my parents away and I want them back!
For me, one of my favorites is when like I thought she was gonna turn Super Saiyan at this point, but she didn't. It's when she did like that attack, like she was. I think it was because of Giru.
Oh, yes.
Giru. She's like, oh, my friend Giru, and then it didn't happen.
I
But
know.
She did a cool attack, but
It was. Yeah, I liked that one too.
yeah.
I was your friend! I was your friend!
What? Error! This does not compute. Where does this power come from? Clear signal. Regular this in the fire.
Yeah, there were a lot of good moments with her.
Yeah, she's great. Okay, did you ever lose your voice when voice acting?
I did not actually lose my voice. It's funny, I've never lost it from voice acting. Now the past couple of years, I have asthma, and so the past couple of years my asthma has been bad and I've lost my voice and then lost a job because of that, but I've never lost my voice because of voice acting.
Right.
So it's backwards.
Well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
At least you haven't lost it while doing it.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
it's crazy. You would think, especially those longer sessions, you would think all that fighting and yelling and everything that I might have lost my voice, but I never did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but knock on wood
Yeah, right,
somewhere.
hopefully you
I mean, hopefully I don't.
I know, hopefully you never. Do you think that Pan will turn Super Saiyan in the future?
Oh, I hope so.
Me too.
I think that would be so
That'd be
cool.
awesome.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
I would love it.
And it could be a possibility, you never know, because now they're having like female Super Saiyans
Yeah.
and stuff in Super.
They
So,
are.
If
So
they continue with Pan somehow, Super,
it'd be awesome.
That'd be
if we
great.
see her and then she turns Super Saiyan, I would love it.
I would cosplay that for sure.
Yes.
I definitely will if that happens.
That'd be awesome. I love this, by the way. Like, this was so, I mean, I've seen pictures, but to see her cosplay Pan in person was pretty awesome.
It's one of my favorite cosplays. It's like simple, but great at the same time.
I love
so.
it.
Okay. How many times do you think you've said grandpa?
Oh my goodness, I
funny
know.
one.
Grandpa!
Grandpa, Grandpa,
I don't know. I mean,
A lot.
a lot.
Probably.
I feel like I've said it so many times. I have no idea.
She does say it a lot.
I'd have to probably go watch again and count so many times.
Yeah.
Somebody, that's a good trivia question.
I know,
Like
right?
to look up. Yeah, I need to go Google it.
If anyone ever does that,
Ooh.
I don't know, you win something huge for that. Go back and count. Don't
Count.
do that.
Don't do that. But if you know, let us know.
So, to wrap it up, any future projects that you're working on?
Well, I've got
currently?
one thing that she's helped me with some. I have a new YouTube channel called Anime Adventures, and what my focus is, I mean, it's all about anime, hence the title, Anime Adventures, but it's all about interviews. So I interview other voice actors from a voice actor perspective, and then I interviewed her earlier, so we've kind of turned the tables. I interviewed her, she's interviewing me, I am interviewing anime artists, so just people in the anime world. But so far it's been a lot of voice actors. So check that out. It's youtube.com/animeadventures. You can find I have social media channels just at Adventures Anime, so it's backwards.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description as well.
Oh, good.
Of this video. And you definitely should check it out because it's a lot of fun, you know, all the interviews that you've done.
Thank
I've
you.
enjoyed. So, and I'll be there as well in the future. So.
Yes, so sometime
Stay
we'll post
tuned.
it. Yeah, you can check it out.
And also something special for you guys. We're going to be doing a giveaway
Yes.
for a signed prints of Elise Baughman and Pan.
Yay.
And all you got to do is comment down below and randomly be picked, and I'll contact you guys for one print. So that's all. It's so easy to do it. All you got to do is comment. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yay.
It's gonna be awesome. One person gets that, and thank you.
Oh
so
my gosh,
much
this
for
was so
being
much
on
fun.
my channel.
Of course.
Yeah, I really, I've always been wanting to do this. So.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Well, it was so much fun.
And also, I'll be on yours, so that's
Yes.
even better.
So be on the lookout for that sometime.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and until my next one, peace out, Goshen Forest, and remember to keep breaking limits every single day.
Hey, it's Pan from Dragon Ball GT, and you're watching my good friend SSJ Goshen 4.